Who are you? Ivan Kotar, and his decapitated head carefully placed on a golden plate. I have nothing to do in there. I'm sinless.
You were quick with this one. Can you look after the children while I'm downstairs?
Sister?
Who are you?
I'm looking for Henry. We talked.
You must be Benedict.
I am. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you.
Father Henry's not here. You'll have to come some other time.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Be quick, I have a lot of work to attend to.
Where's the girl that was here a moment ago?
What girl?
She ran in here from the courtyard.
Henry has told me about your sister. I really can't imagine what you're going through.
She opened the door to let me in.
Get yourself together. Spare me the lunatic blabbering. This orphanage has no females of any kind except me.
I saw her, and I heard her. Has this grim reality started to tell upon my own mind? So, this is an all-boys orphanage.
We had girls in the past, but not anymore. They are all gone.
Where did they go?
Disappeared. Taken away by those yellow monsters.
The moon ghouls.
Filthy spawns. They want us all, but young and healthy females are their most precious prey. Our poor youth. First they use them to give birth to new souls, then they eat them both.
God has abandoned this place. Maybe the inhabitants should as well.
Never. Kotar succeeded, and we can do it too. God didn't abandon this place. It is the men that have abandoned him. We must find and give pure faith, only then we will have peace.
Only Henry and yourself in this beautiful church?
Didn't you hear me? I have a lot of work. Yes, we are the only ones to take care of everything here.
There's a dozen of us at the monastery I come from, and we still struggle. I don't know how you do it.
I'm a servant of God. I'll have my rest when my time comes. But it wasn't like that always. Quite a few people used to help us in the past.
I guess the usual happened to them. They went missing?
Most, but not all. The person that disappoints me the most is the one that is still here, but has renounced God.
A lost cause.
I can't accept that. Rudolf was once a respected man, an exemplary Catholic. He actively helped the community, played the organ, assisted during masses, managed events for us, and if that wasn't enough, he was a catechist in the school. I don't know what happened to him, and Henry doesn't allow me to find him. They hate each other now.
Tell me, sister. Where does he live?
I don't know anymore. His house was burned to the ground by someone within the community.
What is the man's full name?
Moisek. Rudolf Moisek. But everybody knows him by the nickname Moise.
Henry has every right to hate the man. One day he is here helping you, the next he leaves God and everything behind.
It's not just that. Henry told me he became a preacher of some sort, and that he now spreads words of hate against God. I believe he can still change.
Isn't it a bit dangerous to let the children play outside at night?
Now you want to tell me how to take care of them?
Not at all. It's just that
They become wild animals when I don't let them play outside. They must have playtime. But they are not allowed to go anywhere else. These walls are their home and their world at the moment.
They're not allowed to go into town during the day?
Again with the lecturing? No, they are not allowed to get out, ever. Children are always precious, but these are the only youth left in Sveti Kotar. They are too precious to us. The only possible future we have.
Terrifying. What can you tell me about this drawing and text?
Where have you seen the eye? Move that away from me! Away!
Calm down. I found this note. It's not mine.
Don't you ever show that here again. You lure evil spirits into the only safe place we have.
Forgive me, sister.
Mother, are you all right? I heard you screaming. Oh, Anton, my little boy, where have you been? I thought I saw you hiding from the others behind the big tree. I got away. I'm better than the rest. Are you going to be all right? I'm all right. I'm all right. I just got scared by something I thought I saw.
Well, hello, Antun.
You know each other? How could we? I'm seeing this man for the first time.
I forgot. He could get in trouble if I say I saw him on the lake. What should I do now? I don't know the boy.
No reason for a godly man to lie, I guess. Well, I'll better get going now. Have anything else to ask me while I'm still here?
I have no more questions. Thank you for being so patient with me, sister.
I trust I won't find you here when I come back. Farewell. Thank you, mister.
I committed a sin for you. Show gratitude by listening to Evelina. She's just trying to protect you.
I know, and I'm grateful. I will help you. I know where Henry is.
Where is he?
Hiding in the confessional.
Hiding inside the confessional? Why would he do that?
Father is liberating evil men from the rotten souls they have. Just get inside where Father goes and you'll see.
Thank you, Anton.
And when Father isn't around, you may even see the one room for yourself.
The one room? Children are playing in the shadows of the tall cypress trees. Life after the crucifix. A mother and the disciples in sorrow. Mankind should have been nailed to that cross, not the one who tried to save it. Corpses with bare skulls and night dresses. Children play with these? Anton said to get inside the part of the confessional where Father Henry does. Let's see. What is this? A passage, hidden under the wooden floor. Clever. I think I'm now somewhere below the altar. What is this place? Looks ancient. Locked. Not strange considering where I am now. This feels wrong. Liu David. Timotei. Jeronim. Romuald. Cyril. Aloysie. Leonard. It's locked. Henry, is that you? Everything all right in there?
Benedict? How did you get down here?
Can you let me in? I need to talk to you.
No, I'll come out. Just a minute.
What just happened inside?
Glad to see you're all right, Benedict. But what are you doing down here? No one knows about the existence of this underground place. Just me and Evelina.
He's avoiding my question. I understand what Antun meant now. Evil men are being liberated from their rotten soul behind this door.
I have a lot of important matters to attend to, so please speak up.
I was simply admiring the interior of your confessional and got lucky. That's all.
Let's say I believe you because I don't have the time for the truth. What do you need?
Please, take a look at this drawing and text.
All right. The eye. And this is... Et occidit et bibi. Interesting. What do you want to know?
Is this the Eye of Providence?
It could be.
Evelina thinks it's an evil eye.
And rightfully so. The Saborans use the eye symbol for their god, Kasag, the moon demon, very similar to this drawing. It has two lines that end in hooks, but it might just as well be a mistake on the part of the person who made this drawing.
I know the meaning of these Latin words, but what can you tell me about them? Do they mean anything to you?
Sounds like a deserved damnation for someone who committed atrocious crimes.
So what does it mean?
I believe I've seen similar inscriptions on the graves in our cemetery.
Epitaphs?
Indeed, for those who deserve eternal punishment. There's a person who might help you with that. Gregor, our gravekeeper. He's at the cemetery day and night. You can't miss him. The cemetery behind this church, not the one in the forest, of course.
God bless you, Father. I'll talk to Gregor.
May I know where you got this note?
Detective Mostov gave it to me. It was taken out of Victoria's scratchpad.
As I suspected. Don't let this hinder your thoughts. You must find the truth, no matter the consequences.
I wouldn't be standing here if I didn't intend to, Father.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should really be going. Come visit me later if you wish to speak more in peace. On the surface, not here. Never here, Benedict.
Just two more things. The warden is dead.
Say again?
We did what had to be done. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you now.
Good God. You did good, brother. You did very good. God will be pleased, and your faith is stronger now. We should turn them all into ashes, locate, torture, and exterminate. That's the only way we can find peace in this town.
What is this place?
It's where holy persons of the town are laid to eternal rest. One day, a crypt will hold my flesh.
Why not at the cemetery?
To prevent the Saborans stealing our bodies. Those who serve God have a special significance for the tribe. We are standing in a secret part of the old church, constructed many centuries ago. The existence of this place was kept well hidden. Not even the Inquisition found out about it. They razed the old church to the ground, but these chambers remained untouched, hidden in the shadows.
Why did they demolish the old church?
To move the worshippers into the then newly constructed Church of Mary in the Carcassa forest. Ulrich de Nani of the Inquisition believed this would bring faith to the heart of darkness and repel evil. The plan failed miserably, and after the Inquisition left town, a new church rose from the dust above these chambers. A new church to honor our patron saint, the Church of Ivan Kotar.
I see 7 statues here.
Not statues, but stone coffins. Each contains one of the 7 disciples of Ivan Kotar. They were his guardians in life, and so efforts were made to keep them as close as possible to him in death. Kotar was kept in the crypt behind this door until I decided to move him to the surface. He deserves to be out there, worshipped and thanked for everything he did for Sveti Kotar. Listen to me. I could talk for hours about our past. Come, I'll walk you out of here. I must attend important matters at once.
Why would she write this inscription in her scratch pad? Was Henry right in thinking it was an epitaph? It's locked. It's not going to work. Ivan Kotar, born in 1159. Died in 1218. Here lay the bodies of my mother Agnesa and my father Oton, and the body of Yaga, a sister I never had. No names on the door, just a carved drawing of a star or a flower. I'd say it's a strange flower in the form of a star. Noren? The family tomb of the chief of police? Melita Lovnyak, beloved mother, wife, and friend. Rest in peace, Mel. There's no body here, but having a grave was the right choice. Her life should be remembered. Ida planted it to remember her mother and guilt. The leaves are blood red like her mother's eyes on that fateful day. Two names, Aloysia Tominic and Angelina Tominic. It was recently dug. The earth is still fresh and the hole full of maggots. Thomas Slunj and Rezika Slunj. May your souls find home, peace, and fish. Born in 1467, died in 1533. No name, just an inscription. The hammer of God, the glitter of divinity in the dark, guard of our faith, our hero. Signed as the past, the present, and the future people of Sveti Kotar. A pair of legs found on the outskirts of Sveti Kotar. Owner unknown. This must be a joke. Goldin. He must be somehow connected with the lodge. It's the same family name. The inscription on the door says, "To the loving memory of Ivan, Maria, and Nives." Merzel. Everything fine in there?
Who goes? You came here to steal from me? Leave, stranger.
You must be Gregor.
How would you know? Go away.
You look like a gravekeeper to me.
You must leave. I don't want strangers in my place, don't want anybody here.
And what would I steal? I just came to ask about something. Henry directed me here.
Henry? That madman? What do you want?
Please, take a look at this.
In inferno nulla est redemptio. You got that right. Move that away from my face. Why do you have that nonsense on your note?
Have you seen it before?
Yes, I did, and I know where.
Is it an epitaph on one of the graves here?
No, and I won't tell you anything if you don't help me first.
How could I possibly help you?
I don't care how you do it, but if you want my help, you will deliver. This mausoleum belongs to the Merzel family.
I can see the name above our heads.
Shut up and listen. I was saying, this is the Merzel family mausoleum, and I'm one body short. It was stolen tonight.
And you want me to do what?
Get the body back in time for the funeral.
You're insane. I'm not
Oh, yes, you will. You will, because I am the only person in this town who can help you with that Latin nonsense. Go ahead. Ask around if you don't believe me.
I don't understand. Why can't you go and find the body on your own?
I eat here, I sleep here, and I do everything here. This is my home and I never leave it.
You can't call someone else to do it for you?
No one must know about this. No one. You understand? Otherwise the deal is off.
You're scared.
Shut up. Look in the mirror. I'm the one to be scared.
How did this happen? I mean, it's not a pen that was stolen.
I was cleaning up the place, making sure everything will be ready for the new arrival.
Ranko Merzel.
Yes, Rank. Will you shut up and listen? Ranko's body is coming tomorrow morning, and so I had to make his new house more cozy. I did everything nicely as usual, and then went to take a short nap. A nap without sleeping, you know. Problem 1 is that I fell asleep. Problem 2, which is a bigger problem, is that I accidentally left the door unlocked.
Whose body was stolen?
Fran Merzel's. They left the coffin of his wife Yaga untouched, but that's not a coincidence.
How so?
People talk too much. Stories go around say that Fran was loaded with gold when entombed.
And so the perpetrator decided to steal his body, not just the gold.
You didn't let me finish! He was the gold. Rumors say his body was full of gold implants, plates, and whatnot.
Looks like I have no choice.
It's fate. You never have choice. You walked in here, and now you have to do it.
Do you have any clue as to who the thieves were?
The cripples. Those bastards sneaked in here and grabbed it like animals. I've never seen someone move so quickly.
Why didn't you stop them?
It was too late. They were already outside the walls. I said it already. I never leave my home.
He's saying so many contradictions. Some cripples, you say. Can you be more specific about who these people are?
Those maggots always sniff around the cemetery in search for anything valuable. Now you usually interrupt me.
I've learned not to.
Good. They call themselves the Children of Moise. Or is it Moise that calls them that way? Doesn't matter.
It's the man that Evelina told me about.
They won't hurt you, and they won't talk.
How do you know?
They can't.
How so?
You'll see.
Where can I find these children?
They usually roam about in the area around the ex-school district.
Kuga?
What did you think? That they would drag the body for hours? It's Kuga, yes, just around the corner.
What happens once I find the body?
You drag it back here. Don't ask me how, because I don't care.
What am I doing? This is insane. Give me something, anything that could help me. I have a back problem. I can't drag something that heavy just like that.
Here, take this.
A rope and a sack?
Shut up! You're tormenting the dead with your annoying priest voice. Go now and come back quickly.
God help me. Sorry to disturb you. God, what happened to your eyes? Are you one of the children of Moise? Where can I find Moise? A dozen people are just standing there looking at each other in complete silence. I'm not sure if that's a woman or a man, or if they're dead or alive. They look petrified, as if they're made of stone. Madam, can you hear me? Are you one of the children of Moise? Where can I find Moise, the prophet? What happened to you? Excuse me. The color of his skin is a mix of death-like pallor and dark blue bruises. Must be agonizing. Szkoła Święty Kotar. Basically the same word as the Polish one. Szkoła. I can't do that. It would be too dangerous. Any time now, the whole building could collapse. I can't do that. I can't do that.
She can't talk.
What happened to you?
I have no God. I will be saved both in this life and the ever after.
You think you will be safe without God?
Without God, I live without fear for my life and the hereafter. I wonder when I will hear the prophet preach again. I want to pray with him.
A brainwashed psychopath. Why can't she talk?
She's already a child, my future sister. She is safe now, with no tongue and no eyes.
I would like to speak to your prophet.
No, he speaks only if you're chosen. You cannot come here and demand to speak to him.
Can you ask if I can talk to him?
I'm not a child yet.
Can she ask?
Beware, you're making us all angry.
Have you been to the cemetery lately? I think I saw you there.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I have to become a fully initiated child first. Tomorrow, I become a child.
Is it possible that she was at the cemetery?
We don't go to the cemetery. We have no faith anymore.
You have faith in a false prophet.
Watch your mouth. Say nothing against our Savior. Look around you. See how much suffering and death there is. What is your God doing to prevent it? God is useless. Faith is futile. The mountain's malignancy is here. The king is coming.
Stop fooling me around. I know Moise and his followers stole a body.
You have eyes, but you can't see. God has made you blind. You are enslaved by your own self.
Enough! My children are not murderers.
My prophet,
Our guest is allowed to see.
as you wish, my prophet.
Traces of chalk, letters, numbers, and even what looks to be formulas are still visible in places. Grilled rats. I'm honored to be standing here at the feet of the prophet of Sveti Kotar.
You have to forgive my children. Some lose their temper too easily. You're welcome to stay here. Please, make yourself at home. Have one of my skewers.
I'm not hungry.
I must insist. Nothing good is achieved on an empty stomach.
I'm taking only one for the sake of this conversation.
You didn't eat?
I'm not hungry.
You already said that. It is not only disrespectful towards your host, but it makes your thinking impaired too. If not now, I trust you'll appreciate it later when hunger strikes you. So, what do you want, little priest?
Your followers were seen stealing a body from the cemetery.
You already said that. I'm curious, what body we're talking about?
Fran Merzel's.
I don't know where that body is.
Oh, but you do. Gregor saw your people running away from the graveyard with it.
So it was him who gave you the task. That explains a lot. If a man serves your god, does that make him a good man, no matter what he does?
What's your point?
Just answer my question.
I'm not here to start arguments with a man like you. I need that body.
Gregor has something you want. I understand now. It's not a matter of helping him just because he asked.
I help him, he helps me.
Sure.
Answer my question. Where is the body?
What body?
The one stolen from the cemetery today.
Take off the cover of the barrel and look inside.
Why? What am I going to find in there?
The body you are looking for. Go ahead, little priest. Don't be scared.
He said the truth.
I always tell the truth, and nothing but the truth. Beware of the man who tasked you with this matter. He is not to be trusted.
Why?
He's a drug fiend. And that body is not the body you're looking for.
What?
It is the body my children obtained. But it is not the one you want.
How can you... You're lying now. I suspected this was going too well.
I knew that black-hearted man. He was my boss. I assure you, that is not him in the barrel.
This body is heavily decomposed. How can you be so sure?
He had the jaw enforced with a golden plate, and teeth infused with pure gold. That is not him. This head has no value to me.
So you stole the wrong body?
You think my children made a mistake? My guidance is flawless. They never make mistakes.
They are blind.
Blind in this reality, my little priest. Not blind in the other one. Take it or listen to what I have to say. The choice is yours.
What would you possibly have to say?
This is not the first time a body has disappeared from the cemetery, but it is the first time he wants one back. Something is going on, and I can smell foul play and fear coming from behind the walls.
What are you implying?
Gregor knows this is not Fran. Make him talk. Threaten him with a denouncement for sacrilege. If I'm right, and of course I am, I want you to make him tell you where Fran's body lies. You find Fran's head, and you bring it to me.
It makes me sick to even think about taking someone's head.
Have me as an ally, not a foe. Do what is right.
You are setting me up here. If I do that, I could be the one denounced for sacrilege.
I just want the head. You have my word. I don't care for the Catholic community and their pathetic laws.
How can I trust this man? How can I trust anybody? I don't know what to do. Should I take the body?
Very few people choose to ignore my words. Remember me, little priest.
Gregor? Are you in there? The silence is unbearable. It's how it's supposed to be here, but it's too silent. Gregor, open the door. I have the body.
You intend to bless that body too, Benedek?
Detective!
You seem surprised. Didn't you notice me in the alley?
You were following me?
I wish I didn't have to. I have to take you in.
What? Why? This body, it was Moise and his cripples who stole it from the mausoleum. I just returned it.
Gregor has a different version of the facts. You've committed a grave sin, a sin of sacrilege, and for that you must answer to God and the people of this town.
Gregor is setting me up. I was just...
Quiet! You lied to Maz in the station before. You're lying to me now. What kind of a godly man are you? You should be ashamed of yourself. Follow me.
Gregor? Gregor? Are you in there? Silence is unbearable. I have a bad feeling about this. That prophet got into my head. I'll return the body and then come back here to talk to Gregor. Gregor? Are you in there? I know the truth about the body, Gregor. That is not Fran.
Shut up! Come over here, let's talk. So what were you saying back there?
Is everything all right? The color has vanished from your cheeks.
You mentioned Fran.
Gregor, I'm the only person in this town that can help you get away with this. I want answers, and I need them now. Otherwise, you'll be facing a denouncement for sacrilege. And you know what that means.
Yes, of course. Everything you need.
You won't tell me to shut up anymore?
I'm sinful like all human beings, and I ask for absolution.
Ask for forgiveness elsewhere. I'm only here for answers. Where can I find that Latin inscription? Latin nonsense, as you call it.
It's engraved on the Griswold's family mausoleum.
Which one is theirs?
It's not here. You'll have to find it yourself.
Where?
Bezimeni is the name. It's the old medieval graveyard in the forest at the Church of Mary.
The place where they found the mayor's body. What about the eye drawing from the note? Is it from the Griswolds as well?
Their mausoleum holds just the inscription, but let me see the note again. No, I don't know. It could be the all-seeing eye of God. I'm sorry.
What does Bezimeni mean?
Those who have sinned severely, have become heretics, or acted in any way against God were buried at Bezimeni. The local church wanted them to be forgotten, and so they decided to inscribe their deeds instead of their names. Bezimeni means without a name. History remembers sins, not names.
Nameless graves. What do you know about the Griswolds?
Konrad was a single father who was convicted of murder and cannibalism of dozens of children over a span of several years. He had a daughter, Bella, with whom he allegedly had sexual intercourse. They were both flayed alive, tortured, and ultimately beheaded. Coming from a wealthy family, their relatives managed to get the approval of the church for special treatment, and so they got a mausoleum.
You are absolutely sure the inscription is from the Griswolds' place?
I saw it only there.
You said you never leave home.
I haven't for quite some time, but there was a time when I did.
I don't recall seeing a mausoleum at that graveyard.
Like I said, it was a long time ago, but I'm positive it was a mausoleum.
I don't know, Gregor. There's something you're not telling me.
Benedict? Benedict, what's happening? Am I still dreaming? Benedict is not here. This face is strange. Different from the rest here. It looks like it's craving for something. Water? Blood? Destroying it was a mistake. Now the whole house is bleeding. Horrible, terrible mistake. Stairs inside the fireplace? I'm going to descend. Maybe Benedict did the same. The house is decomposing. Thousands of souls mashed into a soft, pulpy mass. It's so soothing.
How do you know the inscription? You said it yourself. You saw the mausoleum with your own eyes. The inscription is too specific. I knew immediately you must have seen it.
God forgive me. I've panicked after seeing it because I recognized the epitaph. I thought you were here because you found Fran's body.
What? Fran's body is in that same tomb?
Inside Griswold's mausoleum, yes.
This can't be true. But I wouldn't say he's lying. He isn't. Fran's son was ritually murdered and hung in the same graveyard where his father's body lays. Is that right?
Where did you get that note?
It doesn't concern you.
Well, one thing is sure. That family is cursed.
Why hide it there?
I didn't hide it. I traded the body for medicine. For years I've been suffering agonizing bone pain.
Traded with whom?
The Lung brothers. They moved into the mausoleum and made it their own place. Something like that. It's where they keep all their stuff.
How can I find these brothers?
I don't know. They would always come to visit me. I haven't seen them in a while.
It's like my sister had something against... She murders Ranko and tries to find his father's body. Why? For dark and vile purposes. Witchcraft. Devil worship. Why cursed?
Sorry?
You said the Merzels are a cursed family. Why? Because of Nerman?
Why else? That is not a man. It must be a mortal offspring of the moon demon. First, he kills his own father in their house, and then he kills and degrades his own brother by hanging him from the belfry. Without mentioning all the other victims we don't know of, and an unknown number of stolen corpses. Who's next? What does he want? Nobody knows where he is. Nobody dares to know where Nermin is.
The house is decomposing, and there's nothing we can do to save it. The house is I have nothing precious to place on it. Thousands of dissolving, decomposing bodies. Lots of branches, some twigs, traces of mud, and ripped up pieces of a yellow cloth. A very strange yellow cloth. Flesh always finds its way out. Are you all right?
He's here.
Who's here?
Are you one of them?
Who?
Are you here to sacrifice me to the moon god?
Calm down. Nobody's going to hurt you. What is this place?
A catacomb. A subordinate catacomb under my beautiful home.
It looks ancient.
I wonder how many souls have been enslaved here. We must get out of here. Quickly and quietly. And seal the well. Yes, seal the well hole. Destroy everything.
How did you end up here?
Too loud, too loud. Quiet, you'll get his attention. I found the passage in the fireplace by pure luck.
Have you seen my brother in here?
He's your brother? Am I your cousin then?
What? I asked if you saw my brother. Benedict?
I think I did. I'm not sure. Did you crawl out of one of these holes?
The ones on the ground?
In the wall, there must be dozens, if not hundreds of holes in the wall deeper down in the darkness. I saw people in them, cadavers, no one alive. Except you! Except you! You are him! You're here to sacrifice me!
Don't be afraid. I'm not.
Shh, that's him. I can see a dark figure.
What? I see no one.
He's coming! He's here! Ah!
Ah, yes. I think I know who the next victim is. The last one of his kin still breathing. Who else? Lucia.
Lucia is a Merzel?
Of course.
The woman I talked to in the house? Where does she live?
Ranko gave her permission to stay in his house. Nobody wanted to live there after what happened to Fran. I suppose she thought it better than living in the sewers, but then again, she's not the smartest of people.
Where's the house where Nerman killed his father?
It's the same house he used to live in, at the edge of the forest on Gagulta Hill. I still wonder, did the forest curse the house, which then cursed the family that gave life to such an evil thing like Nermin? Or was it the other way around?
I've spent the night there. We had terrible nightmares. We can't remember what happened last night. Oh my God. Victoria threw us into a dungeon of horrors. I was right. I have to get Nikolai out of there. I need him.
Hey, where are you going? Will you denounce me?
Your fate is in God's hands now, not mine. I thought the damn thing was going to attack me again! I may be too late. The doorknob is all bloody. It's empty. Except for the massive drops of blood. It's empty. Except for the massive drops of blood. The blasphemous basin is destroyed. I approve of the act. Drops of blood leading towards the stairs. More blood here. Why touch this particular sculpture in this particular part of the face? So if I do the same... Aha! A secret passage inside the fireplace that leads somewhere underground. This house is full of horrific surprises. For some reason, someone decided to wrap the carpet and put it here.
Benedict?
Nikolai? For God's sake, what are you doing down there?
Come, quickly. We don't have much time. I know where Victoria is.
What?
We must go to Udav Mountain at once. Nerman has taken her there.
How do you know this?
I thought you were him. I thought he came back.
Who?
He got scared by hissing voices and ran off, closing the passage behind him.
How did you end up in this place?
I was looking for you.
Below the house? How did you find the passage?
I heard your voice. The hatch was already open for me.
Are you all right? You need more rest.
Not here. And not now. We must go to the mountain.
That voice you heard, was it Nermin's?
No. It was you. Or was it that poor woman, the owner of the house?
Lucia? Where is she now?
I can't go into that catacomb anymore. I can't. You go and find her. See what happened. Nermin is not here anymore. The hissing voice has disappeared. You're safe. But do it quickly. Do not wait. We have to go to Udov.
All right, I'm going. You stay here and try to calm down.
He was looking for a mask. It is yellow. After he left, I found it under Lucia's body. He left it because he got scared.
I fear it's already too late. For all of us.